Welcome back to Taco Bowler Gaming. My name is Taco Bowler, and we're continuing our run today, playing through Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom. Currently on Kaiba's campaign, this will be mission 15, Guidance. And in this one, we will be doing a little bit of shopping. So that's fun. I have added some teams and worked things out. The first thing to note is that Kaiba has his team. I don't think it matters which one you put these in. For some reason, I always like to have a Zariel in the middle. I don't really think it matters. They each are, 3,000. They each have a Dian Ketchup the Cure Master, a Polymerization, and then one Dragonic attack at the moment. That will hopefully get phased in for a few more Dragonic attacks as we move along, so that we have attacks that can't miss on top of everything else. But you'll notice that I only get 2 stars at level 1, with Kaiba at level 21. Not 7, so it is a significantly weaker team that we will need to use to level up. Over here for Rex. Rex also has Polymerization in mind, though I don't currently have enough Polymerization actual items to do that. So we have Thunder Dragon, the Two-Headed King Rex, and Meteor Dragon, which we will eventually be using all of these, at least these two, through Kaiba's campaign, and that one hopefully will just gain some experience. We're going to find some times, pick our fights to try and get some experience. This is not a strong team, and it's got some healing items, but that's about it. I do have the item Dragonic Fury on it, but if I'm remembering correctly, this will raise attack and confuse them. So it would remove the possibility of healing, so that is a thing. And I don't think it adds any action points. For Bones, Bones is completely changed up. He has Zenki and Hitoshimi Giant from Kaiba's campaign, from Kaiba's team, and then has added in Launcher Spider, which has the 2 shock shells, so it will confuse the enemy and its attacks are powered up, and we've added in some medicine here. I think this is a pretty solid team. Launcher Spider will get up to snuff very quickly. This will be a very solid team to move forward with. Pegasus. Pegasus has a theme of beasts. We have the Armored Lizard, the Dark Rabbit, and the Giant Red Sea Snake. All beasts. They have their beast fangs, and things are good there. Might as well move this around just for ease. But yep, this is another very solid team that I think will be very powerful. Labyrinth Ruler also has a theme. His are Badlands monsters, or Darklands monsters. They need black pendants to power up their attacks. I only have one of those, so that is what we're shopping for in this next one, as it does exist in this next mission. So hopefully they will get their black pendants, and then that team will be a very powerful team as well. By the way, Baphomet is also a polymerization monster that we're building up. But this is a themed team, and it will be very, very strong as well, and possibly will actually get Labyrinth Ruler to be used. We'll see. Don't know. Mokuba over here has some Placekeeper monsters, of monsters I wanted to at least keep in mind, but aren't currently planning on using. Mokuba is still a few missions away from being back. And finally, Weevil. Weevil has his monsters back here, the Hercules Beetle and the Big Insect. And then I have given him Larvae Moth. I gave him this a couple of episodes ago. We just didn't use him last time. Larvae Moth is an incredibly weak monster. However, if you have bought the Cocoon of Evolution, either in Yugi's campaign or if you've bought it earlier in this campaign, as I had mentioned, you can use this using the X key, and it will turn him into the perfectly ultimate Great Moth, which without anything has 3,500 attack, even stronger than the Blue Eyes White Dragons. However, it's not a dragon, and it can be powered up with Beast Fangs. We'll go ahead and put a blue medicine on it, just in case. 4,500 attack at level 1. It is crazy good. It will gain some action points as we move along. Amazing monster. Get this monster as quick as you can, and do it as much as you can. And actually, in this next episode in Guidance, if you did not pick up the Cocoon of Evolution earlier, you can pick it up in Castle Left Arm. This one, get this monster. Crazy good. Even though I'm using a bunch of new monsters that I don't normally use, things like Big Insect, I'm using this one, and I'm trying to keep this team together with the Forest Adept. Hopefully this will gain Force Adept. I think it will gain Force Adept eventually. But trying to keep that going there. So those are the teams. You'll notice not many from that last episode have actually been brought through, but we'll see. So we're going to go ahead and start the battle. I do have a list of what I'm hoping to shop for. I need 5 black pennants. And after that, if I still have more, I will go to get some Electro Whips and Cyber Shields. Hey, partner. We must defend our position and stop Kaiba from reaching the capital. We've finished fortifying our defenses. He will not be able to approach easily. So, this is another mission with a large body of water. And you'll notice that some people start moving through. This one is coming directly for Kaiba, or for our main base. He will move if you go to attack anything else. But the other one who's moving is actually moving back up to the main base. They're moving up to the top to have a double defense there. You can do what you want to do on that front. Each one of these castles, except for the main one, have both a anti-air and anti-ground cannon. So deal with that as you will, and as you decide to do. I don't know if this is the mission that you get help with that or not. My shopping is in these 2 places. Jark is going to have my black pennants, and this one is going to have the Electro Whip and Cyber Shield. I would recommend getting 3 of each of those at some point as you can. It's really, really important that that happens. But if you are looking for the Cocoon of Evolution, that is up in Castle Left Arm up here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and build a barricade. And I think I'm going to start training here. And have Kaiba defend against this guy here. So what you do when you have a thing here, oftentimes, and I'm going to actually check this, campaign stuff here, and see if it is actually there. Yeah, no, this thing just says to attack straight up. I like to defeat all of them. What you can do is you sacrifice a team. If you have a lot of healing items on a team, you can just send that one in. It gets shot by the cannons, you heal it up, and then you go and fight it. Otherwise, you send one in to get attacked by the cannons, and then you send another one behind it to do the actual fighting. Just make sure that they are the same type, and you're not attacked by both cannons. We will not yield our position. Sure you won't. Sure. That's how that's going to work. So here, the idea with any polymerization team, if you are using it, is you want to have them use up as many action points of the opponent as possible before you polymerize. Since we just watched them guard with 2 of their monsters and only attack with 1 rather weakly, let's just go ahead and wait this out so we can use up more of the action points. The more action points that are used up before you polymerize, the better, because you're then able to... Oh, thanks for splitting up your attack. You're then able to attack basically with impunity. The other thing is that I know that Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon has a special that attacks all enemies. So as long as there's not healing, or perhaps in this case especially if there's healing on the other team, which I want to say there was. Yeah, there's one monster that has blue medicine over there. I'm going to actually spread out my attacks and slowly lower the entire team before the polymerization, so that I can then have that special that attacks all monsters and kind of, spread it out that way. I think that's going to be the best scenario here. And we can kind of double up and hit him hard on the back end. And he guarded. Okay. We're now at a point where we need to heal, so I'll probably go ahead and set up the polymerization coming off of that. especially since their healer is down to 1 attack. Hopefully they will be allowed to use that attack. So, one thing about Kaiba's campaign, as much as I complained in the last episode about wishing that it was got in a different way, they're all the same level, and as long as they don't get knocked out, they all get the same experience, they stay the same level. So usually, 9 times out of 10, maybe even 49 times out of 50, they will attack in succession without the opponent getting any turn in between them. So you can, double up. Like, I can knock out that one on the left right now if I chose not to polymerize. Because I think I have 3 straight attacks before their healer is going to be able to do anything. But in this case, that's not what I want to do. I want to polymerize, so I'm going to attack the middle one, believing that I have 2 more attacks ready to go. And so now we're going to Diane Keto, so that next time we are fully healed, and I don't have to pull the go out, heal, and come back in trick, or anything like that. And here we go. We're going to hit polymerization, and in this case, I don't have to hit anything else. Because it is a 3-monster polymerization, it just goes directly to. Now that crit was actually a bad crit there, as it lowered them down to a place that I believe he will heal. However, they're pretty much out of action points beyond that, so I don't think it's going to ultimately matter. I'm pretty sure that Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon is going to knock out the entire team. It's just a matter of making it a little more tedious, although maybe giving me a little more experience because it's giving me more power, or more points, I don't know. But yeah, our Blue Eyes White Dragon already has, at level 1, all of this. An attack of 5,000, 7 action points, already has a special. It's a very, very good monster. I do love the Blue Eyes White Dragon, or Ultimate Dragon. It's the only dragon I regularly use. Thanks for missing. It's the only dragon I regularly use. I think this may be the first time we've actually gotten a bunch of, a monster that attacks everyone. I talk about it a lot, but it's maybe the first time I've actually gotten it. Heat guarded. I want to wait that out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, status guard will eventually go away. I am not going to be able to knock out the teams because of the misses. So what I think I'm going to do is actually single attack, make sure that the healer is gone. So I'm going to send 3 attacks at that. Now even at level 1, you can see it does 510 damage per attack, so it's really powerful. It's really, really good. As long as this hit, which it did, I'm going to go ahead and just knock out the one that's knockoutable here. Or at least try. Hopefully it hits. And we're going to call that a day. Normally, you can attack all monsters, and you don't miss. It would have knocked everyone out. Basically, my strategy there is to use those attacks to knock everyone out whenever I possibly can. And the reason is that whenever I'm facing 3 monsters, right? And the reason for that is actually relatively simple. It's the idea that I'm using 2 action points to attack 3 monsters, and oftentimes the damage is similar. In this case, I think it was like 510 versus like the low 400s. So I can, if it hits, I'm doing 1,200 damage instead of 1,000 for 2 of the regular attacks. But when it comes down to only having 1 monster left in the field on the opposing side, now you're using 2 where it would have been 1 before. So that's really where I sit, and kind of it's dependent on healers on what to do with 2. Because if you only have like 1 healer that you're facing, then attacking both monsters at the same time can be beneficial because the healer can only heal 1 of them. And you can kind of force them into a corner. But if you're got no healers, or if you've got 2 healers, then attacking 1 at a time can be beneficial to use the action points slower, and so that the opposing healers have more chance to attack instead of heal. But that's the basic strategy there. So there we are. We're already at level 8 for Kaiba's Blue Eyes White Dragons. We want to get that up as quickly as possible because Kaiba is kind of important to the campaign. So I do think that you get a person here, but I don't think she helps with any of the stuff. So what I'm going to do is make sure that people have healing items. They do. And I'm going to go ahead, Labyrinth Ruler, you don't have the You don't have the strength yet, though. Well, you're going to be the sacrificial lamb, then. Because, right, you are both... come on. The little icon there next to the name is whether they're walking or flying. So Kaiba's flying, this is walking. If I had the giant sea snake, it would have gone slower, but that would have been sea or swimming, and it wouldn't have activated any cannons, which is the other way around this. This is one map where having a team full of water monsters is really, really helpful. But I think that, yeah, Labyrinth Ruler is walking, so what we're going to do is we're going to have Labyrinth Ruler be a sacrificial lamb. And then we're going to follow behind with Bones there. And that is how we're going to attack Jark. So there we go. He will be attacked. That's not a problem at all. Go ahead and come in here. Now, if he is attacked again, he will be wiped out. But it would still get rid of the cannon. So that is still an option without even healing. Now, the trick is that my flying teams here, I kind of don't want either of them to be sacrificial lambs. So, that may be a case of time to heal. Maybe on both of them, but certainly for Weevil, because I want Weevil to get some experience for that ultimate great moth. Okay. You're doing more damage than I really wanted early on. So this is definitely a case where I want to get rid of the Dungeon Worm. Dungeon Worm is a really, really good monster because of the action points it gets, and the action points it gets early. What medicine did I put on you? I put blue medicine on you. Do you have any medicine? You don't. I think I have to use red, because that's really dangerously down. I think that if they all three get attacks again before I would be able to heal again, the giant would be gone. So I want to avoid that, so therefore not use a blue medicine yet. We'll go ahead and launch the spider right now. It does not have many action points, but it will get some. Nice confusion. That's good. I forgot that I had that item on it. Alright, so hopefully they don't team up, but even if they do, I think he has more action points. No, he has less action points than the giant, but a guard! I like to see a guard here. That's what I want to see, for sure. Alright, here we go. Knock that guy out. Splendid. Knocked out 4 action points there, just what I want to see. Now, unfortunately, the one I would want to attack next guarded, so we will attack the next best option, the one that didn't guard. So this should be it. We should be all done. But this is a lot more damage than I really thought he was going to take. Oh, good. 440 knocked him out. So not ideal, but we get it done. Let's go ahead and heal before he goes back in. And we succeeded, barely. Took a bit longer than I expected it to take. But he's only got 3 action points on that Hunter Spider there, and he gets a crit. And we have a lot more action points here. Shouldn't be a difficult strike. This also, this is a big map. I want to say this is the second time we've been in this map. But definitely, whoever you send at Castle Right Arm, I think it is, the one on the left side of the screen in the icon mode, whoever you send there is probably going to be facing a fair few teams popping back up at half health. that you had otherwise previously defeated, including Loomis there. So, kind of know that. All right, we have down Keto. What I'm going to go ahead and do is send these guys on up here. It doesn't hurt. No. Labyrinth Ruler, you need to do my shopping first. So, yeah, we're going to do the same over here with Rex and Pegasus. Have Rex go here, and then Pegasus be ready to kind of go. Although, no, Pegasus kind of hang out back here because you're probably faster than Rex. And then we're going to go ahead and have Weevil and Kaiba go up here. Hopefully Weevil doesn't have any problems with that, but we'll see. I don't know. You come over. Equipment, trade union. And then, there we go. Hopefully this hits Rex. It's supposed to hit Rex. It's supposed to. And it did. So the question here, I kind of want to see what Rex can and can't do. Let's go ahead and shove him in there. Pegasus, you're going to be behind him. Let's see what you can pull off, Rex. Rex is a weak martial. At least he has been. I've not really used him strongly before. He's a weak martial with weak monsters right now. I don't expect a victory, and I don't expect all of his monsters to survive. But, you know, who knows? Maybe we'll figure it out. Maybe. He'd have a better chance if I had a polymerization. I think that, yeah, let's go ahead and Draconic Fury. I'm not going to heal any of these, so let's go ahead and go. So again, we do get confusion, but our attacks do more damage. So, But definitely don't have it if you're actually using this as a polymerization team, because, well, you won't be polymerizing. Because they are all confused, and that confusion will stick around for a bit. And you can't even wait it out, because you can't wait. But you're confused. Please get that move good. He gets his move in before he dies. That's what we wanted to see. It amazes me, though, that Thunder Dragon moved twice before either of my others have gotten a chance to move. And they've gotten like 3 or 4 attacks in before that. Oh, good! He lost his confusion. It still has the power up. I don't think we're going to successfully knock it out. We got really close. Oh, we missed. Ugh. Well, we'll see what they do to poor Rexy here, but it's not terrible. Not completely terrible what he succeeded to do there. Lots of guarding. I like to see guarding. Guarding helps me survive. I don't think I brought a Monster Reborn on this team, so... kind of is what it is. 71. We had 8 experience, but it was enough for 2-headed King Rex to get an extra action point. That would have been enough to knock out... could have been enough had we hit. Yeah, you just kind of sit over here. Pegasus go around. And go ahead and head in there. Let's go over to Labyrinth Ruler. And we're going to go ahead and activate the trader, and I need 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dark Energy gives Dark Monsters a serious power-up. It's an item. Not terrible. Violent Crystal. No idea what that does. Really? Dungeon Worm guarded. Alright, well, we'll attack the spider. And the spider guarded. Well, we'll attack the middle then. Just gonna keep going. Just keep going. Keep doing damage. I mean, a guard does not do any damage, so we're strong there. 53 is what you survived on. Alright, whose turn is it going to be? His. What you got? We're down to 53. We can take out 2 action points. Take them out. Now we're going to go for Dungeon Worm. Got that one done. Good. Spider attacks. Do that. Alright, so this should just be a matter of attacks, and we shouldn't have an issue. The question is whether we... Oh, well, we don't do that anymore. Whether we leave a little bit there and let Rex come back in for the kill, which would gain him a fair amount more of experience than what otherwise would have been done. But moot point now. Alright, so Rex, you come back here. Let's see what the violet crystal is, and then we'll worry about things. This boosts attacks and increases the action points of all Knight Adept monsters. Let's buy 3 of these. I'm game for that. Yeah, for sure. Alright, so Labyrinth Ruler, you need to head over here. And here we go. So we have our anti-air cannons that are attacking Weevil. If I remember correctly. I'm going to go ahead and have Weevil heal and move. Here we go. Lord Kaiba. Who are you? That's Ishishu Ishtar, High Priestess of the Imperial Order and the root of all corruption in the Empire. The High Mage was under Scott's control and undermined the very foundation of the Empire. I blame myself for not being able to stop it from happening. You have every right to be angry, Lord Pegasus. I was locked away in 6th Vars and only recently managed to escape. The High Mage was just being used by Scott. However, it is time to set things right again. Please allow me to help the Resistance. I stole some information about the Empire's defenses. Using this, we should be able to counter them. Please let me help. Allow me the chance to revenge my brother, the High Mage. So again, I'm not sure if she does what say, you know, Yugi or Kaiba did in the one mission where they like take down the defenses, and there's a couple of other missions like that, especially in Yugi's campaign. I don't know if she does that here or if you really do have to deal with the defenses. A guard from the weakest. A weight from the middle. This one, Dragon Seeker, does have Dragon Carnage, which will inflict heavy damage on dragon monsters. So that's a thing. I don't have any dragon monsters on this bunch, but that is a thing to note. Do they have any items? They do not have any items. So let's try and take that one out, because it has a lot of action points. I don't really care about Flame Service there on my left, because no action points. Kind of like the Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth at this exact moment in time, but it will get better. It will get better. Take a look at how much damage this does. Now, it's a very slow attack, the Ultimate Hurricane, but take a look at how much damage this does at level 1. Boosted by a couple of Beast Fangs. 513 at level 1. That's what Ultimate Dragon was doing. Like, it's nuts. Alright, so we should be able to take this out if we get all 3 attacks in. And then we'll have plenty from Big Insect and Hercules Beetle to take out the Flame Cerebus there in the corner. Easy stuff. In fact, probably attack the Cerebus with this thing, but I want to get rid of the action points more. That is 8 action points we've taken out. team has just been completely destroyed. That's what I call domination. They scored 974 so far. He's going to get one more attack in. Would have been perfect if he missed. That would have been awesome. Alright, so you successfully got 1,421 points. Right now I have 8,711, and we're going to get more when we knock you out. That's what I call a victory. A total and complete domination. In fact, I should rub it in by healing away the damage you did. What little damage you managed to get. But I can't do that now because you're dead. 10,068 to 1,421. Just domination. And we're up to level 7 on Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. That's good. So there we go. Castle left arm is done. We're going to go ahead and move Kaiba in here. And then over here, let's get Rex up here. And we're going to bring Bones to the edge of the cannon to wait for Rex to be sacrificed. Is there a cannon any longer? There is not a cannon any longer. Okay. So yeah, we're going to bring Pegasus up here as well. Because we are starting to see these guys reform. So Kaiba is going to face a couple of them. But then Kaiba is going to run out of polymerization, so we do need to watch his item count. Let's get barricade, and let's get a anti-ground cannon in place for the next ones. Because that will help us some. These things get spawned at half health, so if you've got a cannon ready to fire, it will fire. And it should knock that team out. Now you lose the experience of fighting that team, but that will help a little bit. So yeah, he has blue medicine. At least he's not healing himself. So we should be able to attack him with 3 attacks and knock out the rest of that medicine, which is helpful. But we are definitely going to have to use the second polymerization to finish off the team, and with that many action points, it's key that we finish off the team. Although that said, maybe not. He's going to go down that quickly. We can do 400 damage. Maybe not. We can certainly survive a few of those. We would need a critical to knock her out. I think if this were not Kaiba, I would probably crit. Let's go for it. Let's save that polymerization item. Let this team use a few more. So we knock that out and all 4 of those action points. Yes, we're going to take 3 attacks from him. Apparently only 2 attacks from him. But we got more than enough room for that on Kaiba's health here. And we save a polymerization. Heck, we didn't even have to use a Dianketo from that. This is perfect. This is splendid. So he'll be back in 5 seconds, but he will just come back to lose again without facing that polymerization. And Kaiba's already up to level 12, which is exactly what I want to see. I'd love to see him get up to like level 20, 25 in the next like 4 or 5 missions. Something along those lines. Let's try to use a word other than like. Bones, you're healed. You're healed enough. I think that I'm not going to be able to get this in before the other battle starts, but I did. Just barely. So the other thing is that as long as you're sitting in a fort, you will heal. So this is low. One of these has a red medicine, doesn't they? Yeah, I put a red medicine on one of these. Wait to the red medicine. I wish he'd gone first. Let's red medicine you. Save the Dianketos as well. that I have. And now I think we're safe to go for the destruction here. Go for some finishing blows. Right there. And Kaiba has successfully defended. Fantastic. And kept his polymerizations, which is key. Now again, like I said, the strategy guide suggests just go for the middle, the one that's not guarded. Yeah, that's what you want to do. But the other strategy would be to wait for this gal to come get rid of the defenses before you do anything. Or you can finally do, as I did here, and just not worry about the defenses because you sacrifice a team, or at least a healing item in the middle there. I think that's your options here, and they're all good options, I think. So, I kind of want Kaiba to remain in the fort and be ready to defend anything else that pops up. This is just Beast Fangs, and you have some healing, but not much. And you're just that team again. Okay. So I'm gonna, yeah, because there's gonna be some more monsters that pop up. Now that one's gonna get destroyed by my cannons that are ready to go. But yeah, we're just gonna continue to have these teams pop back up. I want Kaiba to face that one, and then we're gonna go ahead and go on in with Weevil first, and then Kaiba, and hope that's a good order of things. Looks like this team has some Castle Adept monsters. Because that's more action points than they had last time I faced them, isn't it? I want to say so. I could be wrong. Night Adept, that's what it is. So now we're at night, so that Dragon Carnage does have one more attack, but this time the 1100 health did not wait, or did not guard, so we're going to attack that one. First and foremost, and try and knock that out. And we will succeed, because my middle monster can't miss, and he will move before the next one. Last one of the 6 to move, though. Gee, thanks for that. I should probably have healed there, but I wanted to knock that out, so... Oh well. Hopefully I get a chance to heal the giant before Flame Seraphis moves. Nope! Nope! Nope. Why would I get a chance to move when I'm low on health? They do all the time. But yeah, let's have a thing that has 2 action points move twice before the giant gets to move twice with his 3 action points. That makes a lot of sense. Come on, game. I need to wait and then heal. Now I don't need to worry. Attack. We'll heal in between. Because, I mean, we are still in a better situation than they're in, but that was not cool. Not cool, game. Not cool. Red medicine to you. Blue medicine to you. And we'll continue. And I do think that when we take that castle, we'll get the power-ups from it, or whatever. You know, the gold from taking that castle, they both guarded. Do I care? Let's find out. Nope. Don't care in the slightest. Thank you. Really nice of the game to rub it in. Another miss. I was gonna say it was nice of the game to rub it in that they both moved before I got a chance to move on any of my monsters, but then I missed, so he got to move again. It's just great. It's perfect. So I think we're gonna have a third fight. We may even have lost this one too. Despite the fact that I knocked one of his monsters out. No, we did win this one. Okay. I mean, it's good experience for Launcher Spider, but come on. Come on. I'll just red medicine, that's fine. And yeah, so the cannons are taking out this team. Should be completely taken out. Go ahead and stop. Weevil, go. Kaiba, go. Thank you. So what I was going to say is I'm going to take the gold from this castle and probably just have Bones leave, because I don't think he can really defend against any team that's coming in, even though they'd be half health. He has low action points, only 5 combined right now. I could spend money on a healer, but I don't want to. Oh, that does come back, though, that I do need to spend money on that Electro Open Cyber Shield. I need to make them wait to get that done, at least. So, hopefully I can get that done before they can get there. They are slow-moving monsters. Hercules Beetle and Red Eye and Blue Eyes White Dragon are slow movers. Maybe we can still get that done before they all get there. Assuming Labyrinth Ruler has gotten here, which he has. Trade Union. So yes, the Electro Whip makes Harpy Lady attacks cause paralysis. Oh, we need one more. Cyber Shield increases Harpy Ladies, I think, both attack and defense. You will get 3 Harpy Ladies during the Yugi campaign, so at some point when you have extra money, it helps to go get 3 of those, 1 for each one of them, to create what is unquestionably the best team in the game. I think that this one did not guard, he waited, and he did. And let's just knock him out. It is the lower action points, but it was by far the lower health, and then we just got a crit, so a good move on our part, I think. Now, I want to say the Panther Warrior guarded, so I'm going to go ahead and attack the one that I know is not guarding, and make sure that that one is taken down next. Thank you. Now he's guarding, so now we switch. Because none of these have any healing items, it's just that one Beast Fang, which does make them a threat. They are powerful with that item. Not as powerful as I am with 2 of them, but they are powerful with that item. I wish this game had more of that kind of thing, particularly on second run-throughs, but we've gone over that. We've crossed that bridge, so... Here we go. And finish this one off. Thank you. And now this should be easy pickings to finish that off. Oh, he had guarded, but we managed to break that. Fantastic. We don't want you to go down, but I don't think you will. Could heal that, but I think we're safe. And barring a crit, we're safe. Crit might take the moth down. There's no action points to be lost, so That should mean there's no experience to be lost, but I don't want to know that for sure. But we took down the X-Raider before he was able to attack again anyway, so good job, us. And there we go. Level 10, Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth gets a 3rd attack. Very strong monster. Alright, I do want Kaiba to be the one that does the next bit. So, go ahead and come back here. Cyber Shield boosts attack. And Electro Whip paralyzes enemies, which is nice. I was going to buy a couple of Beast Fangs, but that's not something I really need to worry about too much. So I won't. There we go. Now, they have... He's got monsters, all 3 of them that I have can use. This guy's got... He's going to attack before all of us. Okay. This really is not necessary, game. Thank you. Alright, there was a healing item. Which one had the healing? You had the healing. Okay. I am going to go ahead and red medicine the middle guy. And then I think I'm going to spread out my damage amongst the 2 non-healers, the 2 larger HPs, so as to not bait any healing of any of my damage, and then we will move on to the next thing. And we will use a polymerization this time. But hopefully after a bit of action points have been used. So I'm going to attack there. The other one guarded. This is one thing to note, is that one of these guys does not have a polymerization any longer. So if you're left with that one as the last monster, you're tough out of luck. That's the one that has 1531 left, which is not the one that would be left here. So we can go ahead. I'm going to attack the healer because it's the one that didn't guard, and then we will polymerize. So now the question is whether I wait out that healing or just let it go. Thanks for missing my guy. Always like it when I get some luck on my side. This is actually interesting that both on their side, 2 of these are dragons. No, this is not a dragon. Rikushi Powered is not a dragon. Oh, that is Rikushi Powered. It's not the one I thought. Okay. I get you now. I'm going to wait. I'm going to let that last healing action point be used so I don't have to worry about healing any longer. Hopefully, the little jack-in-the-box there moves. He guarded again. I'm going to wait. The one thing about a special attack, if the special attack attacks all monsters, it does not break a guard even if it does damage over it. So I would do like 400 damage to 488, to the 2 that didn't guard, and then I would have done like 20 to the other one, but the next turn would be the same. I would still do the 20. It does not break that guard. So that's really key to remember. Sometimes it pays to attack the single and then the special if you can break that guard if you're in a situation like I was right there, or to just wait out the guard, which is usually 3 or 4 times. It's just however much you would think you would need before it would go back to the opponent. But one mission, and Kaiba already at level 17 with those dragons. Try and get that up and running. Finally, 6th of ours is in my sights. Before you attack Sithvars, there is something I must tell you. It's about Mokuba, the one you're looking for. Where is Mokuba now? Mokuba is being kept in Sithvars. He was brought there just as I was making my escape. I believe that he is still in Sithvars with Scott. If you take me to Sithvars, I may be able to determine exactly where Scott is keeping him. So I ask you, please, allow me to fight with you. I am also a marshal. I am sure I can be an asset to the Resistance. Alright, I'll be counting on you when we reach Sithvars. Don't let me down. For sure. Let's see the next cutscenes. Surprise attack. That's not Sithvars. Having overtaken Nonbur Castle, Kaiba and his army are poised to attack the capital, when suddenly Scott and his army appear behind them and quickly take control of the perimeter. Kaiba moves his forces to Anchor Hill in order to fight the enemy now behind him. So yeah, we can't move into the capital yet, but here is Ishizu, and she comes with 3 monsters: Magician of Faith, Dunmas, Dark Witch, and Orion the Battle King. And perhaps more importantly this is the only marshal in the game not named Kaiba or Yugi with the ability Master of the Egyptian Gods. This means this is the only marshal in the game that, when you go back through, can summon one of the Egyptian god monsters without risking losing the game if they fall, or if there's any kind of weird damage with it. So she's really important for that factor. She's also level 30. But yeah, very important monster there, or marshal there. But we'll go ahead and mess with her team and get it a little bit more to my liking. But I've been talking about gaming. Hope you've enjoyed. If you did, please do like, please do comment, please do subscribe down below. All that really does help, and I'll see you next time.